Power gamers are ruining this hobby. We all know it's true. We deny it. We tell people that you should just play with like-minded people and let the power gamers play with people that they like. Let them go on their dungeon crawls. Let them run rampant across their worlds like they got something to prove. But we all know it. They're ruining this hobby. Think back. Harken back to the days of yore. It's the 70s, maybe the early 80s. You are sitting around. You've got and you've rolled up characters. Right? Now, in the old style. Now, the one guy, and you're all sitting there, you want to go into the dungeon. Immersionism hasn't really happened yet, but neither really, you're basically just making adventurers who will go into the dungeon. And, the idea of actually having in-depth storylines and stuff hasn't really been invented yet. But you're having fun. You want to sneak past the guards. You want to figure out where the traps are and disable them. You want to fight the monsters. You want to do everything that's in a dungeon. And then that one guy comes up and he says, I only have a 16 intelligence. My character's dumb. What do you mean? 16 is near genius level. Well, yeah, he's an idiot. I want an 18. I don't want to play unless my magic user has an 18 intelligence. I can't imagine playing someone with only a 16 intelligence. It's too dumb for me to wrap my head around. You rolled a 16, you're playing a 16. Seriously. Maybe later on you'll get some magic items that can boost it or something. No, I want to play an 18 intelligence, so I'm not playing. Then go. Well, I don't want to go. I want to play an 18 intelligence. No. Fine. My character starts sticking knives in his face until he dies. He's too dumb to know that will hurt him. Because he's dumb. 18 I can only handle 18. 16 intelligence is too dumb. The power gamer. And he ruined that game. Just like he's ruining the entire hobby. We all know it. Years later, people started to get into other styles of gaming. Like Call of Cthulhu. We all know that one. A game that is designed in its rules to emulate the terror one feels when faced with the unknown, when faced with things beyond mortal comprehension. Right? And you sit down and you have Professor Jones, and you have Dr. Smith, and what's your character? My character is badass, the badass. This is Call of Cthulhu. Yeah, bring on the monsters. Okay. Alright, when faced with the shambling dead bodies, roll sanity. Okay. Alright, badass, you lose 3 sanity. What? Why? Because of the terror of seeing Walking Dead. Whoa, no, badass isn't afraid of anything. Isn't there a feat or something that I can take to not be afraid? No, this is Call of Cthulhu. The characters are going to be afraid. Well, this is a stupid game. Can we play Call of Cthulhu without those stupid sanity rules? And can my character have a law rocket? A magical one? That never runs out of ammo? Power gamers are ruining this hobby. Now, some will tell you that you should simply go up to the man and say, our playing styles aren't really a match. Maybe you should find, enjoyment in some other group. In other words, ask him politely to leave. But that has never happened once in the history of gaming. Because that would be confronting someone who might get his feelings hurt. And worse, it's like ostracizing someone. Gamer nerds do not like to be ostracized and will not do it to others. So when that guy comes up and says, I know we're playing level 1 characters, but I have this character from a previous campaign, and he's level 256,311, and he is every magic item, so that you can't take them from him. Okay, you can play, because ostracizing someone is evil. Therefore, power gamers will get into your games Power gamers are ruining this hobby! And soon, someday, maybe the near future, maybe far off, probably sooner than you'd think, you will go to a convention, you will go to Gen Con, and they will have taken over. They will have taken over every group, every convention, every game. They will be lugging behind them basically pallets with their game on it. Only 50 pages is actual rules. The other is their character. They use the smallest font they can find, but they still have more and more room for zeros for their character stats. Their strength 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then another character guy comes in with his homebrew game that he wants to run. Everything, all the classes are totally normal except for this one class called the Uber class, which, according to the rules, only he is allowed to play. He wanders the convention trying to get someone to run it for him so that he can play. You see it. You see the one guy wandering around clutching his character sheet shouting, "I have a 3 billion intelligence! I have a 3 billion intelligence! Just like in real life! Just like my mommy told me!" You will never be able to find a game again because they will have taken over. They will rule. And somewhere, maybe in America, maybe in England, maybe in Myanmar, who knows, tucked into a quiet corner is a group of immersionist players. They're playing a game of old-style Dungeons & Dragons, but their characters have backstory and depth. They have relationships. They have dreams. And then one of the players, an old friend, looks up and says, "You know, I was just thinking, do I have to give my character a name? And he only has a 17 strength and he's a fighter. Can I have an 18 strength? Or maybe a 19? Because I don't really feel like I can play him otherwise." And you look, and you notice the red mark on his arm. He's been bitten by a power gamer, and he's turning. Power gamers are ruining this hobby!